The letter arrived with the morning fog, edges damp, ink bled just enough to look older than it was. Inside was a heavy key the color of old coins. The envelope smelled faintly of peat and smoke, as if it had slept in a chimney. May Fallon, deceased, said the return address, though no one had used the old family name in years. The note inside was short, but sharp as a blade. Nora, if this reaches you, it means I am gone. There are debts that carry through blood whether we agree to them or not. The key opens the house at Blackwater Fen. Do not go at night, do not go alone. If you hear the bell, do not answer. And if the house asks your name, give it the wrong one. Aunt Maeve. I read it 3 times because the first 2 felt like tricks of the light. By dusk that same day, I was already on the Fen Road. Stubbornness carrying me where sense would not. Villagers muttered warnings. The innkeeper pressed a prayer into my palm, then snatched it back, whispering that Blackwater remembers those who leave a shape in the fog. The house appeared as the road dissolved into reeds and water. It seemed carved from the mist itself, square-shouldered, the slate roof hunched like a shrug. A gull watched me from the chimney, mean and patient. The iron key turned the lock like a throat swallowing. Inside smelled of old coal, tea, and cold stone. On the entry table sat a bell dark metal, older than brass, with a frayed red cord. It seemed to watch me, waiting. Do not answer the bell, my aunt had written. I passed by quickly. The parlor was paused in time, a stopped mantel clock at 12:17. Boots by the door, not mine, books stacked deep on the shelves. In the kitchen, I found a pump that gave cold, bright water, and on the table, a leather ledger stamped with a circle missing a wedge like a bitten moon. Inside, names stretched back centuries. Each line was dated, each written in a different hand. The final entry, May Fallon. Kept in good faith, 3:13 in the night. My name wasn't there yet. That night, as I lay on a bed that would not warm to my shape, I heard footsteps in the hall. Wet, careful. They stopped at my door, politely waiting. At 3:13 exactly, the second round came. By dawn, the rug outside was damp in the shape of feet. On day 2, I found the ring. Thin iron stakes circled the house, joined by a frayed red cord. My aunt's note had mentioned it. If you must stay, break the ring. But when I touched the thread, I felt the wrongness of that thought, as if the ring held something out. That evening, the foghorn sounded, though the sea was miles away. Birds rose, then fell. The bell rang without sound. I felt it in my teeth. When I opened the ledger, there was a new line, L, just the start of my name. On the 3rd night, the knock came from upstairs. Then, inside my own room, wet footprints bloomed on the floor beside me. I covered my ears and whispered my aunt's warning. At last, the prints turned away. I slept in pieces, waking with one word in my mouth: break.